welcome back to another video of H&HExpress model nscale trains. In the last video I showed you the projects which I'm going to work on the coming month. But in this video we're going to continue with CodyVill. So I'm going to check how I can remove the roofs from the building so that I can drill holes into the underplate where CodyVill is built on, so that I can put the wires in. So let me bring you up closer. So when I removed this roof, the front came with it. Well, that's no problem, but as you can see, the roof itself is damaged, so I need to repair this one. And there is also a small piece missing, so I need to check where it went through. Okay, so that is this piece over here. So, but I will repair that, that's no problem. One thing what I wanted to do, since these have greenhouses, the greenhouses, they lift up, so I could easily add some lights here, but I don't want to have them visible. So let's see how I can manage that one. And the same for this building. This is also loose, so that's nice. Here for the shed, well, again, it is very tight, so I need to be careful, and maybe I'm gonna cut the roof off. So we'll do that with a drill or with a Dremel-like tool to cut it off and then lift the roof off, so that I can drill the holes for the lights. So here there will be multiple lights, so 1, 2, 3, 4 at minimum, and here 2. Here in this building, because it's a top floor and a bottom floor, I'm gonna use 2 lights, but for that I need to remove this out. So as you can see inside, hopefully you can see it, there is no top floor in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back out, I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to add another section of floor to add 2 lights. So this building will have 2 lights. So those are the steps what I'm going to do with this section. So let me concentrate on that one, and then we move forward to the rest. So this is the inside of the building, and we're gonna add a section to it, so a compartment over here. So I see that I glued it here at this end, so I'm gonna use a cutter to try to cut this here. This is open. Let me see if I can cut it a little bit more. Be careful for your fingers. Do not cut yourself. Okay. We're gonna glue it back later. Okay. Will be good. Okay. So now we have this section open, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use another piece of black paper I'm gonna use some scissors. You can also use a cutter if you want. And I'm gonna put that in between the top floor, so hopefully you can see it. So I'm gonna put it between here so that the top floor will have a light and the bottom floor will have a light. So first let me put this one on here, and let's see if I can cut it to size. Hopefully you can see it. So if you're looking at this area over here, this area, then it would be in the middle. So I'm going to cut out that section for this piece. Let me do that. So now we're gonna put this one on here. And this is very thin, and this is a little bit thicker. Okay. Let me see if I have a pencil so I can make some marks. Okay. Sort of this. So this is the area. Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm gonna cut these corners off. And this corner. And the best way to do that is like this. This. So next what you need to do is you need to cut this, but not cut it through, so that you can fold it. Because if you cut it lightly, like this, you can easily fold it. Without breaking or tearing your paper. edge. So let me do that with this as well. That should be enough, yeah, like that. That one, and this one, and this one. So now let's look inside. Let's remove this section like this and see if it fits. We need to make sure that it is a little bit of the same height over there. Yeah, that looks good. What you also need to look for is here with the windows. You see that it's not covered here, so we're going to cut a little bit off here. And we're going to do the same at the other end. And let's see for the doors. So that's fine. So this window here, that's fine. I'm gonna fold this one in. You can't see anything here, so that should be good. So this way we can make compartments. I even could do another compartment here, but that's not what I'm gonna do. It's not like in Budy Town where I made several compartments in the hotel so that the rooms are completely separated. That's not what I'm gonna do here. So let me glue this in place, and you can do that with regular glue. So let me grab that one, and I will be back. So I'm gonna use regular wood glue. Let me put some on. Just a little bit. Add it in there. Make it a decent compartment. So like this. And the white of the wood glue that will be transparent. let's see that it's full in there. Okay. So the reason why I'm not gonna close this one yet, because I need to put in a LED. So the LEDs which I'm gonna use are on this strip. You can buy them. They are very cheap, and there are a lot of LEDs on this one, and you can use 5V to power them. But you always need to have a resistor in between, and the resistor can vary from 100 ohms to 220 ohms as a resistor. So let me show you how bright these are with a 3V battery. So I'm gonna add this here to the battery. Correct. Oh, the other way around. Like this. So, but these are all LEDs, so let me turn off the light so you can see it. So these are the LEDs, and they will be brighter on 5V. So let me take one off and add a dropping resistor to it of 220 volts, of 220 ohms, and then you will see the results. So to do that, just cut this. We can cut that one. And if you want to keep it longer, you can do that as well. So if you think, well, you know what, I'm gonna keep it a little bit longer. So one for the bottom and one for the top. And the top is easier to mount if you have longer wires. So let me add a dropping resistor here, and I will be back. So we're gonna use this wire. So we're gonna use this wire. This is stranded wire, the red and the black, to connect to the LED. So I'm gonna put this one to this pad and that one to the resistor end. So let's make sure that it is to length. Cutting that one. And you can use shrink tubing around it, but since they are far enough apart, I don't need to have to do that. So let me put some solder here on that solder pad. That. And then connect these two together. So let me do some soldering over here. And you need to have a steady hand, or a third hand, or a second hand. See if it fits. Yeah. So that one will be placed here on the ceiling, and then the cable will be fed down here through the hole to a controller. So I added the bottom LED of the ground floor in it. So let's test this one as well. You see? That one is lit. You can make it dark so you can see it as well. So that one is lit. And let me see the other one. You can see the top floor is also lit. So now I can put this one back in the building. I'm gonna drill a hole. I'm gonna do that off camera, and then we're gonna repair that building and show you the result.